What's going on, guys? As you can see, we are finally back home. Man, it's been a long 5 weeks of racing. To end off the 5 weeks, we are 5th in points right now, in invitational and in team points. So we have some game plans coming up. We're about a 4 or 5 week window of having off. We are going to be testing the cars out, getting everything ready so we can come back in Tulsa and hopefully be able to run back up that ladder. There's still a lot of racing left to do. We have, I believe, 9 races left, so there's definitely room for improvement. But enough with that. This video is going to be just a little segment on what the game plan is with the new 1969 Camaro. We are going to go ahead and let you know what the name is of the car, the reason why we're building the car, when the car is supposed to be done, and the all-around game plan for the new Camaro. Y'all have seen the video. Listen, it's the #1 video on the channel, so I do want to give it up to y'all real quick. Y'all give y'all self a round of applause for liking the video, watching the video. I believe, it's already up to 45,000 views, so that's amazing. Y'all are what drives this channel to keep on going. Just wanted to go ahead and thank each and every one of y'all that is subscribed to the channel and is keeping this thing growing and moving forward. Our road to 100,000 subscribers is slowly coming up on us. I think we're about 20,000 subscribers away, so we're gonna do something cool once we get to that point. But the new Camaro. So I raced a Lexus, and the reason why I did a Lexus when we first started MPK was because nobody else had one. Nobody was doing the import stuff or anything going on. I said, you know what, I wanted to be different. But I've always wanted to do a Camaro, and growing up, that was one of my favorite cars, was a 1969 Camaro. I love the number 69. I love that body style in the rear of the car, how the quarter panels and everything, it just has that real fat booty look to it. So growing up, I wanted to do a car like that. Racing all the racing that we did, from Pro Mod to Pro 275 to Radio vs. the World, we never really built a car until we built Prenup. Prenup was built for me. It's fitted for me. It's a very comfortable car. It's been an amazing car. So that's why I went with the Lexus. I then fell in love with the Lexus. I like the Lexus. I like the way it looks. Yes, Daddy Dave has an Audi out now. There's a few other, cars that's coming out, the import style deal. But the Lexus is a one of a kind. So moving forward, we were going to build a second Lexus. That's a side piece. And I'm going to go ahead and answer this question for everybody right here. Side piece is still getting built. Cameron Johnson Race Cars is building that car. It is taking a little bit longer to do. There is some stuff that we ran into throughout the time, and Cameron had a lot of work on his plate and just fell behind a little bit, but the car is getting done. I'll give y'all a quick little teaser deal. The car is supposed to go to powder coat at the end of this month. But back over to the Camaro. I have always wanted to, I own my team. Justin Swanstrom Racing, Swan Gang, that is me. And I run the operation. I pay for the operation. I make sure sponsorship packages go through me. Anything merch, everything goes through me. I have the final say so on all of it, because if it crumbles because of me. We have been extremely successful with growing the brand, growing this deal, and making it into what it is. With that being said, we wouldn't be able to do it without y'all. Y'all are what makes this whole thing whole and keeps it moving forward. I've always wanted to own my own race team, but also have other racers race under me. Basically, like under my umbrella. So that's the reason why we are coming out with not 1, but 2 new cars. I don't know which car is going to be a rental operation but one of them is. The good thing about the 69 Camaro is that there is a rule in the rule book for Street Outlaw No Prep Geeks. You do get a 25-pound weight break for any car that's older than a 1979. So a lot of the cars out there can have the same power plant, same everything, but if they're older than 1979, they get a 25-pound weight break. A lot of y'all are gonna say 25 pounds ain't a lot. It is whenever we're racing as fast as we are. 25 pounds is worth about a number. So say hypothetically a car goes 420, that same car, same setup, same track conditions, 25 pounds lighter would run a 419. Now you can make that number back up off the tree. There's other things you can do, but pound for pound, horsepower for horsepower, that's about what it is. So that's something that's in the back of my head right now, because I do not believe that they're going to change that rule going into 2024. Also, I wanted to do a rental deal to be able to help us get another car on the track. You've seen this year, we're 5 races in, we're running good. Dwayne Mills, Callie Mills, she switched over to a screw blower. We helped her out getting everything situated, what they needed to get inside the car. I went and tested the car, made a couple laps. She has been completely killing it out here. She is doing awesome. She has taken that thing by the reins and has ran away with it. My dad is tuning that car. That has also helped him out, being able to tune 2 cars on the track. It's just that much more data. It is a little bit different because she does run a Brad motor versus my Noonan motor. Yes, they're similar as in the combos, but they do have a little differences on, you know, whose runs faster down low, whose runs faster through the middle. I will say that, you know, down low, my car does run faster than hers, but she runs a lot faster than I do through the middle of the track. So that's something that we're about to start working on this little off break we got before we head to Tulsa. I told Dad there's some things we want to change, some things we want to test out, that we need to try to figure out how to get faster to the middle of the track. For y'all out there that don't know what the middle is, basically you got your 60-foot cone, your 330 cone, and your 8-mile cone. Your 330 is your middle of the track. Your bottom end of the track is to your 60-foot. Your top end of the track is over at the 660, your 8th mile. So there's a lot of increments that we play around with. There's a lot of things that we're going to plan on testing to be able to try to get faster, to run faster, to try to take on Tulsa and the rest of season 6. So my dad helping them has been able to help me because now he gets 2 cars on the track. If I can get this rental operation out, and I've already kind of hinted about it a couple times, I've had a lot of people reach out to me. There's certain requirements that somebody will have to meet to be able to rent out the operation. But basically what I'm going to do is I am going to give somebody a full operation. Sorry about that. A full operation. All they have to do is fly in, drive, and fly back out. They will have a tuner, a crew chief, a crew, a car, all set up for them. They just have to fly in, drive, and fly back out. I have a few people that's already reached out that's wanting to do the deal, so I think it's something that we're going to be able to accomplish. My game plan is to try to have that thing signed up, ready to go by the end of the year. I talked with Jason at Wizard. We're hoping to receive the car in October. If we can receive the car in October, there's some events that we're thinking about taking it to be able to display it and open it up to the world. Y'all will get to see it here first, but we are going to display it and hopefully, you know, be able to get it in the SEMA show down in Las Vegas or the PRI show up in Indianapolis. So with Dad helping out with that one, and then being able to have that car on the track too, that now gives us 3 cars on the same surface. That means there's 3 passes compared to the 1 pass that we used to do. If something was to act up on my car, he's able to go back to Callie's and be able to try to help fix it to make sure it doesn't happen to hers. There's times that stuff happens on her car he's able to come over and try to help mine to be able to make sure that it doesn't happen to my car. So having a third car will be a tremendous help to us tuning wise. Someone renting the operation out will be a tremendous help to me financially wise. I am here. I am a business. I'm here to make money. I have to keep this thing running and keep it moving forward. I think this is my next big stepping stone of running and owning an operation with racers below me. And if it takes off like I think it will, maybe then we add another racer or another car and keep moving forward. There's been people that's reached out to me and they're like, what do we got to do? Are we going to be allowed in the Invitational? How does that work? And I've told everybody the same thing. You have to earn your spot in the Invitational. It's not given to nobody. They don't just bring anybody up. You have to earn that spot. I'm giving you a full operation. You will start off in the future class, the Future Street Outlaws, just like I did. You will race under me. I will guide you and try to help you as much as you can. I've already talked to the higher ups. They did say that they will keep an eye on whoever I choose to bring in there under my name, because of what we've done and what we have accomplished in Street Outlaws. They will look at them, and if they make the cut and they feel like they're an improvement and good for the show, they will get brought up. If they don't, then they don't. It is what it is. But I've made that very clear to anybody that is reaching out that says, hey, I'm only going to do it if I have 100% guarantee of running the Invitational. And I just tell them, there's no guarantee. Whatever you do with it is on you. I'm giving you an operation to be able to go out there and successfully try to get in the Invitational, try to run up against Kai Kelly, myself, Lizzie Musey, Ryan Martin, Daddy Dave, Murder Nova. If that's your game plan, that's your goal, well, you got to be a good character. You got to be great for the TV show, and I'm going to put you in a car that's going to run up front. I know a lot of people talk shit and say, oh, well, we're slow and we do this. I think we have proven time and time again that we have one of the hardest working teams out there. Now, yes, all the other MPK teams, they work hard too, but I will put my team up against anybody's team any day of the week. We have one of the hardest working teams out there. 3 years into it, we have stayed up at the top part of the field, and the competition has only gotten harder. So I feel that I will be able to take somebody and take them up to the top. Whatever they do for it from that point forward, that is on them. So if you are interested in something like that, listen, I'm going to go ahead and let you know now there is going to be a check that you will have to put into an escrow that will cover any kind of conditions that was supposed, or that was to happen, as in, you know, a wrecked car or an engine blowing up. Now, there is a contract. I have a contract wrote up. There is certain stuff, as in, like, you know, we're tuning the car and we missed a tune-up and we heard it, that's on us. If a driver's in there driving it out, you know, 6-7 seconds and just can't get his foot off the throttle and slings the rods out of it, that is on them. So there's certain stuff in there that's going to dictate what happens and how it goes down. I'm easy to get along with. It's just got to be a two-way street between me and whoever the customer is going to be. Like I said, I got a few people that is wanting to really do it. So I just need to let you know, actually scale that down and get me one good person that I feel honestly has a chance to take this and run away with it. But there will be an email in the description down below. You can send me an email. You will have to put up a big check in an escrow. And at the end of the year, if say nothing happens, you get your money back. But that is just a security deposit. If something was to happen, it gets picked by my chassis shop of my choice, or like if you were to total the car, it just gets replaced. So, but that's where I haven't talked to nobody really about it. I've been just, you know, me and Todd going back and forth. I've been telling him what my ideas are, and I really think it'll take off. It is It has cost a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie. I have spent almost everything in my bank account to be able to try to accomplish this, to make this happen. I officially own everything twice now, as in motors, blowers, transmissions, converters, rear gears, everything you could possibly think of to run an operation. I own it twice. Sorry about that. I had to answer a phone call real quick. Yeah, so moving on from that, now we're going to go ahead and talk about the name. I know this is a lot of talking going on, but I did see some comments underneath the video. Why is he doing this? Why is he building another car? What is the reason behind it? Is it going to be a small tire? Is it going to be an MPK car? So that's the reason why I'm coming out with this video. But the name that we were going with this car, I kind of came off of it just off rip. It was like that. And it was kind of, you know, I was wanting to do this, but I was also wanting to prove a point too. And I am naming this car Bad Blood. So the car is going to be named Bad Blood. This is going to be the first car that we get painted. We're not wrapping this car. We are going to be painting this car. We are going to get everything set up how I would run my Lexus. And I plan on testing all 3 cars at the end of the year. And whichever one runs the best and runs the fastest will probably be the car that I'm in. But then the next one behind it, and they're all going to run the same because they all got the same stuff. I will say I believe the Camaro is going to be a little faster because it is narrower, it is a little bit lower to the ground, and it also is a little bit lighter. So I do believe the Camaro will be faster, pound for pound, horsepower for horsepower, versus prenup or side piece. So another thing is side piece is going to have stock headlights, stock tail lights. It's going to be a little heavier of a car. So maybe I find a driver that is lighter weight, and then I could put them in the car, because if I get in the car, I'm afraid I'm going to be overweight. But we won't know until we get side piece back home. So we're going to be naming the car Bad Blood. It's going to be, I haven't really came up with a color of it yet. I kind of have an idea in my head. I think I want to, you know, follow the name and do some kind of dark red, and the inside just be murdered out, black on black. Like, I have an idea in my head, but until I put it together, we'll figure out what it is. But I think I've kind of covered all the questions, I hope. If there's any other questions, you could drop it in the comment section down below. We'll try to see if we can cover those as well. I'll give y'all a little hint of what we got going on. Prenup has went off to get doors put back on it. We got back from racing. We pulled the motor out of the car. We went and took the doors over to get new doors put on the car. Also got to take it over to Cameron Johnson Race Cars after that to be able to get some, we're doing some chassis updates. We'll let y'all know what the game plan is with that, and also get the front windshield fixed. It is a little hard to see out of that windshield with that big box that's behind it, so we're trying to get that fixed so it's easier for me to see. And once we get the car back to our shop, we'll then put it back together. There's some stuff we're going to be testing out, different rear gears, different shocks, different converters, and we'll start testing pretty heavy. We're probably going to go ahead and rent the track for a couple days straight and just test our ass off and wear it out to be able to see what's going to be better before we move on to Tulsa. I hope y'all enjoyed this little talking segment. I don't really necessarily like doing these because I feel like I'm boring y'all. I hope I'm not. And if y'all haven't done it already, make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel. Turn that bell notification on. I promise you there's some cool shit that's going to get on this channel. Skylar's doing amazing with editing these videos and getting them out. We have 2 new cars coming out, side piece. We also will be showing y'all that here soon because I finally just went back over to Cameron's and got to see it. The new 1969 Camaro, Bad Blood, it will be coming out here soon as well. We are going to be expanding our operation. We're going to have another driver on the deal moving forward. So, man, this thing is turning into something I never would have thought it was, but I'm glad to see where it's going. I'm glad to bring y'all on this journey and just to see how it all plays out. So thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see y'all at the next one.